For WKNO News, I'm Christopher Blank. There's no doubt that most of the attention in this election cycle has been on Democrats. Who will face President Trump in the general election is still anyone's guess, though Joe Biden's win in South Carolina on Saturday could have an effect on Tennessee voters tomorrow. Shelby County Republicans, of course, are also keeping an eye on Tuesday. WKNO's Leone is with us now. Hi there.
Hi, Christopher.
So, Lauren, on Friday you sat down with Chris Tudor, who is chairman of the Republican Party of Shelby County. Let's start with his predictions for Tuesday.
While some local Democrats are predicting Biden to come out ahead, Chris Tudor says Bernie Sanders is of most interest to Republicans, namely because of the impact he could have on the whole ballot and even the next few elections.
Shelby County has progressives, but even our Democratic Party here is not as far left as Senator Sanders. So I think that you're going to see some real problems in turning out a lot of traditional portions of the Democratic base if he's at the head of the ticket, and there's going to be very, very severe consequences down ballot because of that.
Well, it sounds like he's saying that a Sanders win in the primaries could be good for Republicans.
Yes, and that's partly because in the past month, President Trump's approval ratings have been pretty strong, about 49% according to Gallup. And we know that's true in the Republican Party. 86 out of 87 total delegates are pledging support to him so far. But here in Shelby County, Tudor says that even with that strong base, we might not see a huge Republican turnout at the polls tomorrow.
There is less attention paid to this primary than, say, the one in 2016, which is a little bit more exciting because most Republicans, I think, both accept the fact and agree that President Trump is really the person who's going to win the primary. So our people are less inclined to get out and vote, and I think you can see that reflected in the numbers. And I think you see that not just here, but across the country.
And I should add, Christopher, that in early voting here in Shelby County, over 34,000 Democratic voters came out to the polls. 9,500 votes were in the Republican primaries.
Okay, so that's quite a drop from 2016. So when it comes to issues that are important to Republicans this year, what's at the top of the list?
You know, here in Tennessee, we've seen the Republican Party this year really try to swing for the fences with anti-abortion legislation. And Tudor says that Shelby County Republicans see President Trump as their best hope to make some permanent gains on a federal level. Again, here's Tudor.
I think you can make a good argument that the only reason President Trump won is because people who are pro-life, so people who are Catholic or evangelical, were convinced that despite maybe other disagreements they may have with him, personally and politically, that he was going to appoint judges, specifically justices to the Supreme Court, that do not support the constitutional logic or illogic behind Roe v. Wade.
You know, in the last election, Shelby County swung even further to the left, but Tennessee is still solidly red when it comes to state politics. Do Republicans see the November results having any sort of impact here locally?
Chris Tudor isn't too worried about that. He's fairly confident that Trump will win Tennessee and that there will be another Republican senator to replace Lamar Alexander. But here locally, he will tell you that the election will have an impact on local politics. Just not sure what kind of impact.
Okay, well, that's WKNO's Lauren Leone. We talk with Shelby County Republican Party Chairman Chris Tudor. Thanks, Lauren.
Thanks, Christopher.
This is WKNO News.